Hey,
What's up, boss?
look alive, Gage.
Nuka World. All lit up.
Hey, over here.
You're the overboss. Okay, boss.
Hey,
Nuka World. All lit up. It's goddamn beautiful.
all it takes are a few rides and some lights to make you this sentimental?
I mean, that's part of it. But it's bigger than that. Now that Mason is gone, and most of the pack has been taken out, there's not much left to stop us. We've made one hell of a mark on the Commonwealth. There ain't a soul from here to Diamond City that hasn't heard of us. And despite what happened at the power plant, the rest of our gangs are stronger than ever. I took a big chance helping you take down Coulter. Glad that paid off. You know the real difference between him and you? The reason that the rest of us are behind you? You were willing to bleed for us. You put your neck on the line to get us ahead in this shitty world. And believe it or not, that means something to us.
Thanks, Gage. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Just don't let it go to your head. Piss me off, and I'll still kick your ass from here to the Atlantic. So I guess the next move is yours to make. With the power to the park back online, you might want to cover old ground and see if you can get into some of the places that were cut off. Or maybe hit up Shank and take out a few more Commonwealth settlements, if you've left any standing. Oh, and of course, you could always lend Mags or Nisha a hand. I'm sure they have plenty of jobs to run.
Oh, that's all, huh? While I'm at it, you got any laundry that needs to be done?
Like I ever bothered changing clothes.
Sounds like we still have plenty of trouble to get into. I guess we better get started.
Then I guess that does it, boss. You point the way and the gangs will follow. There's plenty of caps out there just waiting to be taken. And as long as you keep bringing them in, we'll have your back.
Well, look who it is. Liking what you've done with the place, boss. Gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you and Nuka World's favorite Cyclops are standing here, well, I suppose he expects you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long did it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
Hey now, no convincing, just a friendly conversation between like-minded individuals.
Let's get one thing straight here. It may have been his suggestion, but it'll be my decision.
I can see that. Well, regardless of the source, idea's a good one. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears.
Shank ain't kidding. This is gonna be all kinds of fun.
So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things: territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
I think you know what I'd rather do, boss.
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The operators.
Got it. I'm sure they'll appreciate you thinking of them.
I bet you they can...
That just leaves the target. Now, for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again, make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, what's the target? Let me... Yup. That place'll do. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. Be a couple of our guys waiting for you when you arrive. Help you clean the place out. Now, you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast.
Sure.
Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you is just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Show those settlers who's in charge.
Market's been really busy lately. Guess things are going well.
You like your face the way it is? Then get out of mine. Got some kind of death wish? The pack don't tuck tail. You'll get what's coming to you.
Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new digs. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. Real shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. It was just gonna be a toy for my pets, but it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. Toss them on the ground and anything nearby and hungry will come a-running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But you're gonna wanna be a safe distance away. Because, well, things leak. A little. Don't want to end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
A bag of animal bits? Well, this isn't the worst thing I've ever been given. Thank you, Mason.
You're welcome. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us, all right?
You ain't nothing but prey. Watch your neck.
Short, boss. You better get your partying in now.
Made some good moves, boss. Guess Gage knew what he
Hey.
was doing for once.
Hope the task isn't giving you too much trouble, Overboss. You're still willing to take care of it?
I'm on it, don't worry.
Try not to delay.
Gotta say, I'm more and more pleased you didn't.
Lizzie.
Gone.
Overboss, a pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Take any advantage I can get.
Well, this should give you one. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here. Ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
We'll take care of the territory, boss. After all, you put it in good hands.
See, you're back in the right crew. Knew you had some sense.
That last one died too fast. Come on, you know our side has the most fun. Nisha seems to...
Killing beats stealing any day. Nothing beats that rush.
Sure, we carry guns, but knives are where it's at. It's not fun unless you're up close and personal. Things are boring as hell since Nisha made us team up. I ain't no fan of playing nice with others.
I'm watching you.
Hey, Savoy.
Swear to God. I'll kill them all.
Always keep your knife sharp. No one likes
Hey
solid
there.
work.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mix them with just the right ingredients, makes people madder than a hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
Oh, so it's like an instant playdate.
I like how you think, boss. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
Jumping off there don't seem like the smartest decision.
Wouldn't hurt to tip the scales a little in our favor. No?
Hey, eyes up. Something's out there.
Well. Looks like someone should have fought harder.
Looks like someone should have fought harder.
Hey.
More than happy to hold all the expensive stuff.
Well, well. Looks like someone should have fought harder.
Heads up.
Yeah.
Head over
What's
there.
up?
Wait there.
Okay, boss.
Hey,
Yeah. I'm thinking this place will do. At least once we get some supplies coming in. You ought to head on back, boss. Let them know how it went.
Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby. I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in 𝙴𝚒𝚒𝚘𝚍. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
let me talk to them. I'll get them to hand over what we need.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
Let's do this later.
Your call.
Hey, Shank.
Boss, back again. Was worried we might have scared you off. But who can keep away from a place like this? You decide how you want to convince these folks to pay up?
Let me talk to them.
Sure. So, which crew you want keeping an eye on the place once you get them to bend the knee?
The operators.
I'll send word along. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, where do you want to hit? Huh. Was that? Yup, that place'll do. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Lizzie Wyeth with the operators ought to have some tools you can use to make things easier. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering. The more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. But, you got options. Good luck.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. We know how to live. The other gangs.
Got it.
Nimble fingers there, huh?
Iron Maiden's out to an early lead, but Piece of Junk's right behind. Don't forget Boston Blaster. He's pulled this out before. What a race! What a race! It's another great day out here at the track. Got a good clean race. Absolutely.
Kids gotta earn their keep, too.
Hey, just some raiders with a radio station. Nothing to be afraid of. What can I do for you?
I'm here to make you an offer. This place will supply me and my friends in Nuka World caps, food, whatever you got. In exchange, we won't bother you.
Doesn't sound like a great offer. Think I'm gonna pass.
Listen, you're gonna start working for me now, all right? Just keep the supplies coming and we won't have any problems.
Fine. If it'll get you off my back. Now please, get the hell out of here.
Sounds like they're gonna tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Mayhem and destruction is what I'm thinking. For what it's worth.
I want to try talking to them.
So that's a no then. Look, boss. All those mutts understand is force. And I think it's time you and them came to just such an understanding. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Commonwealth raiders. Got no respect. Let them try and take this place.
Hey there.
Good. You're here. Got word those punks were spotted not far from here, boss. Whole place is on alert. We'll keep an eye out.
Let them try and take this place.
If it ain't the big bad overboss. Couldn't have shown up a year ago, huh?
Who's in charge around here? I'll tear their heart out. I'm here to give your goddamn... You, the Nuka World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Sure, just, keep it. Place was a shithole anyway.
nothing left of you when I'm done. Come on, put up a good fight. Good enough. You need anything, and I'm here for you.
That'll learn those idiot.
Hey.
What you need? Yeah, all right.
Huh. Heard some rumbles this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
I want to know more about managing the
Day-to-day needs. They're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses. Plenty of... Was there anything else?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your arm. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, this time around, seems the outpost doesn't need much setting up. Means we can start looking onward. And with the place in as good shape as it is, I was thinking it might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
Ready as I'll ever...
Good to hear. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, Our outfit's gonna need some real numbers. 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth ought to do the trick. Get all that together, and, well, we'll have a real base of power on our hands. With that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers at our outposts, get to selling stuff like real damn towns. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up spots where the locals can come drop off tribute. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you just let me know. So, boss.
Looking to run a job?
Yeah.
A new outpost. I want to get one set up.
Sure thing, boss. You gonna talk to them yourself? Or should I get a crew?
Get me a crew. That settlement's not gonna know what hit them.
I'll make it happen. And which gang you want to join you on the job?
The operators.
Deal. So... let me... Wait. Pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss.
Don't you ever question me.
Of course not, boss. So you know how this job works. Head to the target, put down anything.
Sure.
Be a couple of our guys waiting for you when you arrive. Knock 'em dead.
Heads up.
Just working hard, like always.
Look alive. Look alive.
Yeah? What is it?
Look alive, Gage.
You need anything, you just say the word.
Hey, got any gear for sale?
Sure, boss. Take a...
Hey.
Yeah, say the word, boss. Boss, I'm on it. Hear something? There you are.
Well.
So fucking dead.
What just happened?
Wanna try your luck, No one said you could die. Oh, that was fun. Should do it again sometime.
I just
want to go one day without getting shot at.
I don't see anything. I call dibs on whatever we find on them. Don't leave anything behind, if you can help it.
All ours now. Time we put our mark on this joint. Well, well. Looks like someone should have fought harder.